Hello YouTube, this is a beer review of sorts. Calvin's 1836 barrel style root beer. According to the label, Herman, Missouri, 12 fluid ounce, caffeine free. Why bother? Sorry, editorial, excuse me, that slipped. Oh, let's see what else does it have to say here. By Calvin Distribution, Herman, Missouri again. Pure vanilla, that's always a favorite. Bunch of words I don't know how to say because they are partially Latin, so that's preservatives. That's about it. Now, there is a local brewery around here, and you know, you guys are like, well, where's around here? I'm like, well, we're in the middle of nowhere. So I know this won't affect you guys, but the point is they make fantastic beers there, and they also make a homemade root beer taken with a big glob of French vanilla ice cream. Mind-meltingly good. So, knowing that, and this is a different place, I had to give this a try. But that was only partial of the motivation that I had. Another one was that I don't live in Herman. Herman is not near me by any stretch of the imagination. But a friend of mine does like to go and make a pilgrimage to Herman once a year. The missus and several other friends and their others, we all head off to Herman in this little pilgrimage, and he stockpiles. We're talking case upon case upon case, because it's going to be another year or more before he gets a chance to again. He is that nuts over this particular beer, root beer. Well, figure something a little different. We shall give this a try. Good smoke. And since it is a beer, we will categorize and concentrate on the beer attributes as it claims to be a beer. And turn. Today's glass is from Broken Hatchet, from a little bitty town known as Belton, Missouri. Good beers, great ownership. All right, we have a very tight lace and a good decent head to it. Head's got decent retention to it. I see plenty of carbonation. It is brown with only bits of red and yellow hues going through it. Now, I know when it comes to regular beers, you're not supposed to add any kind of coloring. But being this is a very specific style of beer, a root beer, I wonder if that follows. Water, sugar, root beer flavoring, vanilla, extracts. Big word, big word, big word, all meaning to stabilize, preserve, as it were. So no, I do not know if this has any caramel coloring added. According to the list of ingredients, there isn't any. So this just may be exactly what it's supposed to look like. I bring that up because in some whiskeys, they do add coloring to make it as eye-appealing as possible. I've made meads in the past. I've gone to contests with them. And one of the distinct things you need to do is make it visually as well as tasting. So visually, it's very nice. The head is finally down, the lace is still tight, and carbonation is still there. All good signs. Caramel, vanilla, and there's that root beer, the root beerian type of nose that comes up. There's no bitterness. There's no watery that I've acquired from other types of root beers. It's light but nice and stable. A little heavy on the mouthfeel, but the flavor is so light coming in, and it stays at a nice light level. Unlike your colas, which will come in and kind of be a bit heavy, this isn't. This is think of it as a gauge down or a notch or two down from a cola type level of mouthfeel and flavoring. Almost too light. It has a long hang time, but like I said, at a very low level. Vanilla comes through well. The root beer is not bitey. So yeah, it's quite nice. It's just a little coating. And the more that you sip it, the more coating it will be. So that hang time kind of drags on further because of that coating. It's not terrible. It's not bad. It screams that it needs a nice big thing of, big hobbit scoop of French vanilla ice cream right there. Or anything else that this could be added to. A lot of root beers, in my opinion, my humble opinion, is domineering and stand up on its own. This is not. It's very humbled. Seems like it just wants to go and join something else, say a hamburger or the rest of whatever you're enjoying on a nice hot summer day. For winter time, this might be a little too light. Fall, it's starting to be there. Springtime, I think it's too light for that. So, hotter months, this would go well. Now, when you add ice to your spirits, it shaves off the harsh edges of those. In this case, adding ice to it, I think would help relax some of that coating that it does to your palate. It should help make that more freeing and thus make it even more drinkable than it already is. Obviously, you wouldn't want ice cream with your ice, but still, put this into a ground ice like a slushy or just simple free floating. I think it would help it out a lot. But that bitter tail that you would get with a standard root beer is faint on this. It's there, but it is faint. Give it a try. See what you guys think. I know this is completely different than what I normally do, but it was sitting there. I've tried this in the past and have enjoyed it. I just wanted to share as something a little different to you guys out there, and see if any of you guys have tried this, because it's Calvin's and it's from Hermann, Missouri. I can't imagine too many people out there who've actually tried it, let alone even know about it. It was brought to my attention through a friend of mine who happened to stumble on it in his adventures roaming around the heart of the country. But he stands by it, and I see why. It is quite tasty. This is Calvin's 1836 root beer, barrel style. In the comments about this particular product down below, be warmly accepted. Real quick side note, this is not an adult or a hard root beer, so there is no alcohol in this. This may sway you for it, this may sway you against it, but either way, give it a try. Let's see what you have to say to the rest of us in the YouTube spirits community. And until next time, keep on drinking.